Good morning. I have started recording. You can enter your names for attendance. Okay. So students, what we have studied during previous lecture, can anybody tell me? We were studying the block diagram of 8051 microcontroller. And while studying this, we have studied two elements of microcontroller 8051. Those two elements were oscillator and two 16-bit registers of 8051, which were program counter and what we have seen? Data pointer. Program counter and data pointer, and we have seen the use of all these. Okay. So students, all of you know oscillator produces clock signal which synchronizes the internal operations of 8051. Program counter stores the address of the next instruction to be executed, and data pointer can be used to store the address of the data. So these blocks we have studied. So students, let us today study the next block of 8051 microcontroller, and it is called as bus control unit. Can you observe the screen? What I have written? Yes, anybody
Bus
answer me?
control unit.
Bus control unit. That means you can observe the screen. Okay. So all of you have seen what is the meaning of the bus. Yes, what is the meaning of the bus, students? Yes. Bus is used to carry signals from one block of microcontroller to another block. Okay, so that is what is the function of the bus. And as I have told you, there are three types of buses in microcontroller. Yes, which are those? Can you remember? Yes, can you remember? Anybody please tell me? What are the different types of buses? Yes.
Data bus.
Data bus,
Address bus.
address bus, and
Control
last
bus.
control bus. Very good. So all of you remember the various types of buses: data bus, address bus, and control bus. So function of all these buses must be controlled by your microcontroller. Okay. So there is a bus control unit block which can control all the activities occurring on the bus, like the flow of data, the flow of addresses, the flow of control signals. So the very first function of bus control unit is to control the flow of data, address, and control signals. So this is the very first function of the bus control unit. Okay. Now the second function of the bus control unit is to transfer the control of bus, to the various units of microcontroller. So there are various blocks, various units in microcontroller, as you have seen in block diagram of 8051 microcontroller. Okay, there is a timer, there is interrupt control unit. So all these different blocks of 8051, they require bus to work. they require bus to transfer the data. They require bus to transfer the control signals, to transfer the address signals. Okay. So all different units of bus, all different units of 801 microcontroller, they need various buses for their operation. And the control of these buses is provided to these various units by this bus control unit. So what is the second function of the bus control unit? Yes, what is the second function that I have told you? Yes, tell me. What is the second function of the bus control unit? First function is to control the flow of data, address and control signals. The second function is to provide control to the various units. To provide control to the various units of what? Microcontroller or your 8051. So this is the second function of your microcontroller. Okay, so your timer unit, it may require data bus, it may require address bus, memory unit may require address bus, data bus, control bus. So this control of buses is provided to memory, is provided to timer unit by this bus control unit. So these are the two important functions of the bus control unit. Okay, so are you getting the point, students? So this is the function and this is also the function of the microcontroller unit. Okay, so students, now let us go to next block. If you understood the function of this, tell me, do you understood the function? If you say yes, I will proceed further. If you say no, tell me what you have not understood and I will explain you once again.
मॅडम ते टॉम काय
कुठलं?
टॉम सेकंड मध्ये
टू प्रोव्हाइड कंट्रोल टू पाहिजे ते एम तिथे चुकून प्रिंट झालाय. ओके, तर टू प्रोव्हाइड कंट्रोल टू बस युनिट असं पाहिजे ते. ओके, आलं का लक्षात तुमच्या? हे जे आहे ना, हे नाहीये त्याच्यामध्ये एम, हे नाहीये. काय आहे? टू प्रोव्हाइड कंट्रोल टू द व्हेरियस युनिट्स ऑफ 8051. आलं लक्षात? आलं का वेदांत?
येस मॅम.
हा, आता हे लक्षात आलं सगळ्यांच्या? आलं का? बोला ना, येस किंवा नो.
येस मॅम.
हा, मग बोलत जा, म्हणजे मला कळतंय की तुम्हाला तुम्ही आहात प्रेझेंट, समजतंय नाही समजतंय हे सगळं मला कळतं. ओके, ठीक आहे. आता पुढचा जो युनिट आपण शिकणार आहोत तो आहे कोणता युनिट? तर तो आहे मेमरी युनिट. ओके, सो देर आर टू टाइप्स ऑफ मेमरीज. ओके, इन 8051 microcontroller. Which are those two types? Do you know? There are two types of memories.
रॅम
and बरोबर आहे, सांगा. ROM. RAM and ROM. ROM is also called as what? ROM is also called as program memory. It is called as program memory. Okay, so this is nothing but your ROM. And the second type of memory is nothing but what it is called as?
Random access memory.
Random access memory. But another name for the random access memory in 8051 terminology is data memory. What it is? It is a data memory. So random access memory is nothing but the data memory. So this is nothing but RAM. And as you know, what is difference between ROM and RAM? What is difference between ROM and RAM? Tell me. ROM is read-only memory. You cannot write to it. And what is RAM? RAM is read-write memory. You can write to it. Okay? And therefore RAM is used as a data memory. And ROM is used as a program memory. Okay? Do you remember what is the size of ROM in case of 8051? हे पक्क लक्षात राहायला पाहिजे बरं का. It is 4 KB. 4 KB means what? What is meaning of 4 KB? Tell me. What is meaning of 4 KB?
Kilobyte.
Kilobyte. It is 4 kilobyte size. Program memory is of capacity 4 kilobyte. Okay. So as all of you know, microcontroller is used in embedded system. And what embedded system consists of? Yes, students, what embedded system consists of? It consists of hardware as well as software, isn't it? So embedded system consists of software. Software means a program code. So if program code is there, that program code has to be stored somewhere. And program code is stored in read-only memory. Your application code is stored in the read-only memory. Okay. So, what is the function of this read-only memory that you have studied? It consists of application code. And this program memory or read-only memory is associated with what is called as program counter. Okay. What the program counter is? Can you tell me? Yes, what is the function of program counter? So program counter is associated with this PC. It is also called as PC. And long form of PC is program counter. So what is function of the program counter? It is a kind of register. So this program counter is nothing but a kind of register. So what it is? It is a kind of register. So what is its function? Tell me. Yes, Vedant, what is its function? What is function of program counter? What it does?
Points the address. It points the address.
Which address? Yes, it points to which address?
Instruction address.
Next instruction to be executed. So what it does? Points to the next instruction to be executed. This is what is the function of your program counter is. Do you understood? Okay. Now let us see what is the function of the data memory or RAM. Before that, first tell me what is the size of the RAM in 8051 microcontroller. What is the size of RAM? Do you remember? You have to remember the features of 8051 microcontroller. It is very, very important. Yes, tell me. Students, tell me. What is the size of RAM? Vedant. Saurabh. Trupti. Rutvik. Shraddha. Can anybody tell me what is the size of RAM? जागे आहात ना सगळे?
Ma'am, it is
किती आहे?
processor, ma'am.
Yes? काय म्हणतो? सौरभचा आवाज आहे का? हॅलो. It is 128 bytes. So size of the data memory or RAM in case of 8051 is 128 bytes. And what is the function of this RAM? What is the function of the RAM? It holds operands. आता हे म्हणजे काय हे माहित असायला पाहिजे. Operands and results of operations. Okay. Do you have any idea what is meaning of the operand? Yes, anybody? No. Do you know what is meaning of operand?
मॅडम ते प्लस मायनस च्या बाजूला जे असतात ते.
प्लस मायनसच्या बाजूला जे असतात ते. Okay. No, it is not like that. In case of programming 8051 microcontroller, we write instruction like this. For example, I am writing here instruction move A, B. Okay. So this is a kind of instruction in 8051. Okay. So this move, what it shows the operation to be performed. What it shows? It shows the operation to be performed. आता move चा अर्थ काय? What is meaning of move? You are moving means what you are doing? You are moving from one place to another. So like that, data has to be moved from one place to another. So this operation is called as data transfer operation. After executing instruction move A, B, which operation is performed? Data transfer operation is performed. Okay. So move is a English type short form. It is called as mnemonics in the technical language. It is called as a mnemonic in technical language. And here you can observe small a and small b. What are these? What are these? These are nothing but the name of registers. Okay. A is a name of register and B is also the name of register. Okay. Now what happens? Suppose if your A contains a data 40H. H means what? Hexadecimal. You have studied various number systems, no? Huh? What are the different types of number systems? Tell me. Can anybody tell me? Different number systems.
Binary decimal, binary decimal,
binary, hexadecimal, octal, etc. These are the number systems. While operating in assembly level language, you are dealing with the hexadecimal numbers. Okay. So here your register A contains the data 40H, register B contains the data 50H. Now, if in your program you have written a instruction move A, B, then what microcontroller does? It transfers the data which is present in register B to the location A, to the register A. Okay. So it transfers data from B to A. So this B is destination, B is source and A is destination. So data moves from source to destination. Now, after execution of this instruction, A register will contain 50H. It will not contain 40H. Okay. And B register, it will also contain 50H. Okay. All instructions are non-destructive instructions. That means after moving data 50 from register B to register A, the contents of B will not be destroyed. It is called as non-destructive operation. Okay. Now, in this particular instruction, what you are doing, you are performing operation of data transfer, on these two resistors A and B. And therefore, these two resistors A and B, they are called as operands. What they are called as? Operands. So now what is the meaning of operand? Operands are the fields written in instruction on which the operation is to be performed. So these operands are stored in a data memory. Okay. At the same time, now after execution of the instruction, the result is 50H and which is stored in register A. Okay. So this result is also present in what is called as the data memory. Okay. So now, are you clear about the function of the RAM? Anybody? Respond. रॅमचं फंक्शन लक्षात आलं का? काय आहे रॅमचं फंक्शन? हे आहे रॅमचं फंक्शन. काय लिहिलंय मी स्क्रीन वरती? कोणीतरी वाचा. The function of the RAM is to, yes, Vedant? The function of the RAM is to
holds operands and result of operation.
To store the operands and the results of the operation. And now I have explained you what is operand. It is a part of instruction on which the operation is to be performed. Okay, and result is also stored in the RAM. Now, in this, there are general purpose resistors. You have heard about the general purpose resistors. So these general purpose resistors are also part of this RAM. Are you getting the point? And how we designate these resistors? We designate these resistors with the name R0. You may use capital or you may use small. R0 to R7. How many resistors are there? 8 general purpose resistors are there. And all these resistors are the part of your RAM. Now, what is the function of general purpose resistor? As its name implies, it can be used for anything by the programmer. So programmer has flexibility to use these general purpose resistors any way they want. Okay. So general purpose resistors are the part of the RAM. Okay. That is what you can understand by this. And one speciality of microcontroller is that this RAM is what is called as both byte addressable as well as bit addressable. Now, what is the meaning of byte addressable and bit addressable? Byte means a group of 8 bits, isn't it? Byte is nothing but a group of 8 bits. Okay. So, you can provide address to a byte, or even you can provide address to a single bit. That means from this RAM you can access a single bit, or even you can access a group of 8 bits, that is byte. So in microprocessor you can address bytes, but you cannot address bits individually. But this facility is provided in 8051 microcontroller. A single bit is addressable. You can change a single bit with the help of instruction. So there are many bit instructions bit operation instructions in 8051 microcontroller. So you can address a single bit, you can change a single bit, and this will be suitable for control applications to make on or off a particular device, a particular unit. So this bit addressable functionality is very, very important as far as control operations are concerned. Okay, so now we have studied each and everything about the memory which is present in 8051. So in short, or what is the moral of the story? There are two types of the memories in 8051. One is called as program memory or ROM, another is called as data memory or RAM. The function of the program memory is to store the application code, and the size of the program memory is 4 kilobytes. Okay, so it is used to store the application code. Okay, so that is what is the main function of the program memory. Now, what is the main function of the data memory? The main function of the data memory is to store the operands and the result of the operation. Okay, so this is the function of the data memory. Now, as I told you, there are general purpose registers starting from R0 to R7. So all these registers are part of your RAM or the data memory. And you can use these general purpose register for anything. And the speciality of the data memory or RAM of this microcontroller is that along with byte addressability, it has a functionality of bit addressability. Now, are you clear, students, about this? Yes or no? If you have any doubt, please ask me. Yes, students, shall I erase this? Or do you have any doubt? Respond quickly. We have to move ahead. Everything is important. Vedant, shall I move forward?
Yes, ma'am.
Point repeat करा ना ma'am.
कुठला पॉइंट रिपीट करायचा आहे?
Byte addressable bit.
बाईट ऍड्रेसेबल आणि बिट ऍड्रेसेबल. आता बाईट ऍड्रेसेबलचा अर्थ असा होतो, समजा तुमच्याकडे बाईट एका लोकेशनला स्टोअर केलेलं आहे असं आपण समजूया. 4 निबल्स असतात ना त्याला, बरोबर आहे? 4 निबल्स नाही, 2 निबल्स असतात ना. बाईट म्हणजे 2 निबल्स. आता ते 1 आणि 2 म्हणजे बायनरी मध्ये आपण कसं लिहिणार आहोत सांगा मला? 0 0 0 1 आणि दुसरं कसं 0 0 1 0. हा काय झाला तुमचा अख्खा बाईट. आणि हा ज्या ठिकाणी स्टोर्ड आहे त्याला काहीतरी ऍड्रेस असेल ना मुलांनो, बरोबर आहे? आता आपण असं समजूया की हे कुठल्या लोकेशनला स्टोर्ड आहे, तर 0 0 लोकेशनला स्टोर्ड आहे. म्हणजे हा 0 0 ऍड्रेस वापरून तुम्ही काय करू शकता? हा कम्प्लीट बाईट ऍड्रेस करू शकता, म्हणजे कम्प्लीट बाईट ऍक्सेस करू शकता. ओके, हा ऍड्रेस वापरून 0 0. मग जसा हा बाईट ऍड्रेसेबल आहे तसा हा बिट ऍड्रेसेबल आहे. आता तुम्ही जर याचे बिट्स कन्सिडर केले तर हा कोणता बिट आहे तुमचा? D0 आहे. या साईडचा काय आहे? हा D0 आहे. ओके, हा D1 आहे, D2 आहे, D3 आहे, D4 आहे, किंवा त्याला बिट 0 म्हणू. बिट 0, बिट 1, बिट 2, बिट 3 एटसेट्रा. ओके, मग ह्याला आपण बिट 0 असं ऍड्रेस करू शकतो मुलांना. आणि अशा इन्स्ट्रक्शन्स आपल्याकडे आहे. म्हणजे फॉर एक्झाम्पल जर मला हा बिट 0 करायचा असेल तर मी काय इन्स्ट्रक्शन लिहिणार? क्लिअर B0. याचा अर्थ फक्त हा जो B0 आहे तो क्लिअर होईल. किंवा मला हा सेट करायचा असेल तर मी काय लिहिणार? सेट B0. ओके, म्हणजे आता 0 आहे, जेव्हा मी ही इन्स्ट्रक्शन एक्झिक्यूट करेल तेव्हा हा 0च्या ऐवजी काय होईल तुमचा? 1 होईल. ओके, याला म्हणायचं बिट ऍड्रेसिबिलिटी. बाकीचे बिट्स तुमचे बदलणार नाहीत. हे 001 001 फक्त स्पेसिफिक बिट तुम्ही काय करू शकता, चेंज करू शकता. ही जी कपॅबिलिटी आहे, या कपॅबिलिटीला काय नाव आहे, बिट ऍड्रेसेबिलिटी.
बिट ऍड्रेसेबल.
ओके, आलं लक्षात. बाईट ऍड्रेसेबिलिटी म्हणजे फॉर एक्झाम्पल मूव ए कॉमा बी जे आपण केलंय ना, ते बाईट ऍड्रेसेबिलिटी आहे. म्हणजे बी मध्ये जो बाईट आहे पूर्ण अख्खा बाईट तो ए मध्ये जाणार.
ए मध्ये जाणार.
हो बरोबर आहे. आता हे असं आपण काय करू शकतो, 00 ला जो ऍड्रेस आहे ना, फॉर एक्झाम्पल मी इथे एक इन्स्ट्रक्शन लिहिली, हे आपण पुसूया म्हणजे गोंधळ नाही होणार तुमचा. म्हणजे अशा प्रकारची इन्स्ट्रक्शन पण आपण लिहू शकतो. फॉर एक्झाम्पल आता मला काय करायचंय, मूव बी ए रजिस्टरला मूव करायचंय आणि मगाशीचा जो डेटा होता ना आपला 00H चा, तो बी रजिस्टरला मूव करायचंय. ओके, आता मी काय केलंय, 00H या लोकेशनला जो डेटा आहे तो बी रजिस्टरला मूव केलाय.
बी मध्ये टाकणार.
हा, म्हणजे अख्खाच्या अख्खा बाईट टाकलाय मी. मग ह्याला काय म्हणायचं, बाईट ऍड्रेसेबल.
बाईट ऍड्रेसेबिलिटी.
बरोबर आहे, बाईट ऍड्रेसेबिलिटी. ओके, तर अशी बाईट ऍड्रेसेबिलिटी ही मायक्रो प्रोसेसर मध्ये असतेच, पण स्पेशालिटी ह्याच्यामध्ये मायक्रो प्रोसेसर मध्ये असतेच. पण मायक्रो कंट्रोलरची स्पेशालिटी काय आहे, तर त्याची बिट ऍड्रेसेबिलिटी. कारण ही बिट ऍड्रेसेबिलिटी आपल्याला कंट्रोल फंक्शन मध्ये, ऑटोमेशन मध्ये खूप लागू शकते, लागत असते. आणि मग त्याचा उपयोग आपण करून घेतो सिस्टीम्स बिल्ड करण्यासाठी, एखादी प्रोसेस कंट्रोल करण्यासाठी, एखादं ऑटोमेशन करण्यासाठी. आलं लक्षात?
येस मॅम.
हा, अरे कोण अॅनोटेट करतय, शुभम? ओके, आता पुढे जायचं आपल्याला. किती वेळ राहिलाय, 4 मिनिटं राहिलीये का फक्त? बर, म्हणजे फारसं काही होणार नाही. हा, पुढचा ब्लॉक नंतरच घ्यावा. पण ह्यात काही शंका आहेत का सांगा. बस कंट्रोल युनिट मध्ये आणि मेमरी मध्ये कुणाला अजून काय शंका आहे? त्यांनी बरोबर शंका विचारली. बिट ऍड्रेसेबिलिटी म्हणजे काय आणि बाईट ऍड्रेसेबिलिटी म्हणजे काही, योग्य शंका होती. आणखी कुणाला काही शंका आहे? नाही ना?
नो मॅम.
बर, मग आता काय करू, बंद करायच्या आधी एक छोटासा ब्लॉक घेऊ आपण. मोठा ब्लॉक नको घ्यायला, बरोबर आहे. आणि तो छोटासा ब्लॉक म्हणजे ज्याचं काम खरं म्हणजे मोठं आहे, पण आपल्या दृष्टीने तो छोटासा आहे. काय आहे तो? काय लिहिलंय मी?
सीपीयू.
सीपीयू. काय लॉंग फॉर्म आहे मुलांनो याचा, सांगा
कंट्रोल
मला.
प्रोसेसिंग युनिट.
हा, सेंट्रल, हे सगळ्यांना माहिती आहे, बरोबर आहे की नाही. Central Processing Unit. Okay, so Central Processing Unit is the heart of the microcontroller. Without Central Processing Unit, microcontroller cannot work. Without heart, we cannot live, isn't it? So without CPU, there cannot be a microcontroller. Therefore, Central Processing Unit is called as a heart of the microcontroller. Now, can you tell me what will be the function of the Central Processing Unit? काय काम असतं मुलांनो त्याचं? मला सांगा, इन्स्ट्रक्शन्स कोण एक्झिक्यूट करतं? कोण करतं एक्झिक्यूट इन्स्ट्रक्शन्स? Executing instructions is a very important task, and this important task is done by your Central Processing Unit. Along with this, what it does along with this? Yes, can you tell me what it can do along with this? It performs calculation. What it does? It performs calculation. And as this is a programmable machine, it is a smart machine. It is also capable of taking decisions. Okay, so the function of taking decisions is done by this CPU. So taking decisions, performing calculations, executing instructions, and controlling overall operation. Controlling overall operation. Operation of what? Operation of microcontroller, isn't it? MUC म्हणजे काय? Microcontroller. So controlling the overall operations. एक operation असत नाही. There are many operations. Providing control signals, providing data signals, controlling the bus interface unit, controlling each and every unit of the microcontroller. It is done by the CPU. कॉलेजमध्ये प्रिन्सिपल कसे असतात, बरोबर आहे की नाही? तसं मायक्रो कंट्रोलर मध्ये सीपीयू असतो. सो ऑल फंक्शन्स, द ऑर्गनायझेशन और all function administration is carried out by CPU. Okay, students, give your attendance, write your names in the chat box so that your attendance get recorded.